Hey, pals. What's going on, everybody? We might be starting a few minutes late. I don't know if we've actually determined who's going first. So let's try to figure out who is actually going first. Yeah, so we'll have to see. I don't know who's going first. Like, you schedule people and then they're like, oh, but I'd really feel happier if I went second or first or whatever. But like, why'd you agree to the schedule, you know? All right, so I got a couple of solutions here. So yeah, I think maybe we're gonna go Boxy. Are you able to go first? That was what we originally planned. Unfortunately, Andy might not be around, so I don't know. Basically, whoever's ready when I am done with my spiel, that's who's going first. We'll prioritize Blank and Andy if they're around, but if they're not around, we'll just go. Now I have a couple of options here. Hold on, guys. What are we in, the blue bracket? 413. I have a couple of options. All right. We haven't started yet. Here's some options. Ready? Hold on. This is my options. My options are for the input display. I can do this. Oh, wait, that's not it. Where'd those go? Oh, crap. What the heck? Oh. I have this. So I made those look better than the original ones, right? Those are bigger. They don't have down and up, but nobody cares. I have some version of this, but these look kind of scuffed. These are kind of scuffed because I didn't really have a chance to make them look good. Yeah, those are kind of scuffed looking. So I don't know. I kind of like the one without the little boxes better. But we'll see how they look. We'll try this one out. It does look scuffed, but like you want this one, Munis? All right, we'll try it. Ooh, who's Pog Matt Martin? All right, so Boxy can go first. So we'll see how it goes. If Andy's not around, then I'm sorry. I mean, you know, it's like last minute reschedules, and can I go first? Like last minute doesn't necessarily work. So whoever's ready when I'm ready, that's who is gonna go. So we're gonna get started in a moment. I just got to figure out why this is not showing anything. Okay. Why is, oh, because that is still on. That's why. Okay, and let me just get rid of my captures. Okay. Whoa, what the heck is that? Why does that look like that? Sorry, we got, I don't know what is happening. Matt Martin, are you on Stencil? You're not on Stencil, that's why, because he's not on Stencil. Yeah, I know it's quiet. That's why. He'll be on Stencil when it's time, I'm sure. Okay. Okay, but we should be good. All right. Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It's your old pal, Van Dweller, and I am here with another edition of Classic Tetris Monthly, and this time it is Das Masters for July 2024, the blue bracket thereof. Let us take a look at who is actually in our blue bracket. Now, I don't actually know who's going first because at the last minute, one of the players just threw it all into disarray and says, "Oh, is it okay if I go first?" I guess, I don't know. We got to ask 3 other people who all planned their day around being here at a specific time and available at specific times. And so I don't know who's going first. So whoever's available when I am done with my whole opening spiel, that's who's going first. But the 2 matches we have today for you in some order, going to be Rook Out Rogue. That is Matt Martin. People know Matt Martin from his Cinderella top 8 finish in the 2019 Classic Tetris World Championship, and of course the winner of that year's Southern qualifier in, where was that? Texas? Somewhere in Texas? What was the name of that? I don't know. I should know the name of that place in Texas where it was. Well, it's near Dallas. I don't know. Dallas has got a whole bunch of cities near it, and I don't remember them all, but it was somewhere in Texas. It wasn't Arlington. It was near Arlington. But anyway, that's Matt Martin against Boxy. So Boxy, a Das main player, sort of a mainstay here in the Classic Tetris Monthly scene, but seems like been away for a while. So we'll have to see what Boxy can bring, coming in at number 13. And then we got Blank and Pixel Andy. So Blank, another mainstay of the Classic Tetris Monthly scene for a while, but again, hasn't been around for a while. But Das Masters luring people out of retirement. And Pixel Andy, of course, multi-time CTM Masters event winner, runner-up in CTWC, and a top 4 finisher in CTWC multiple times, but confined to playing Das. So we got a CTM Master and 3 high-level Das players being lured out of retirement. And yeah, I guess really Matt Martin, Boxy, and Blank, we don't see all that often, at least in CTM universe, but Das Masters bringing these players back, and I am here for it. Now, we've already got 2 of our brackets completed. We've got a representative out of the orange bracket, and that is Fractal, who had a historic run in the inaugural Das Masters bracket just a few days ago. And Zephania Nenu taking out a bracket that included Dog and Salted Sofa and NGC Man. And again, another one being lured out of retirement by Das Masters. So, in my mind, just get these players back into the mix. Das Masters is already an unqualified success. So I am very happy to have some of these players coming back. Anyway, that is what we've got for you today. These 2 matches. I don't know what order it's going to be in, but we'll figure it out as we go. No big deal. Take a look at our rules and what even is this tournament. Well, it is a 16-player single elimination tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the mechanics and the appearance of the game is unmodified. Players can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons and no turbo functions used, whether mechanical or electronical. Biological turbo only. Of course, no turbo, really, except for the inbuilt turbo, right? The turbo that's built into the game, which is pressing and holding the button. So don't vibro tap those pieces at all. Players should not be receiving any real-time advice, so nobody in your ear telling you about your opponent's board state or scores of your opponent or giving you advice about how to play it. Oh, build out your left. Oh, do. None of that. And do not pause unless the commentator tells you. I am the commentator, and so if I do not tell you to pause, don't. Easy. Level 18 starts all the way through Das Masters, same piece sets, and we need the Hertz and input display displayed from your Tetris Gym tournament cartridge. And kneel before Sod. That means heed the spirit of Das, right? This is a Das tournament, not a Das mimicking tournament. This is not a slow tap all the way through and call it DAS tournament. This is a press and hold actual DAS tournament. So actually play DAS and heed the spirit of DAS. Best of 5 throughout. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share of a prize pool, which currently and finally stands at $568.28. Contributions are frozen for this one and the next couple months after we reach a certain limit. This month, just limiting the prize pool contributions to $500 because it is an experimental tournament just to see if this kind of thing is viable. I do not want major money on the line if there's some sort of controversy or technicality or anything like that. So we want to have good blood, not bad blood. So we're just keeping it, some stakes, but relatively low stakes. Now, I want to thank everybody who's contributed to the prize pool this month. Y'all are fantastic, and we had some big contributions who we will thank later in the stream. But speaking of contributing, I want to thank our patrons as well, making the monthly execution of this whole thing possible. We really would not be able to do it and will not be able to continue to do it without support from viewers like you. And viewers like Scott Gray 76 and K9 watching Tetris coming in at our Mega Masters level of support. We also have Corporal 381 and Shall Be Satisfied contributing at the Masters level. At the bracket sponsor level, Cat Kit 91, Jay in the Window, and Taknirus. Also want to thank our Sticker Club and Double Sticker Club level members and our community level, etc. members. So thank you all for contributing to or pledging your support to Classic Tetris Monthly. It's really saved my skin a few times where I was like, oh no, I gotta get this or that, and I gotta dip into my savings, and all of a sudden a couple days later I'm like, oh wait, there's Patreon money sitting there, and that can go toward it. So it's kind of bailed out Lone Star, I'll tell you that. So anyway, thank you to everybody. And we do have some reward tiers. We will be getting rewards out for June and July after Lone Star. I just got to get through that. And once that's all done, we'll get your June and July awards out in the mail, as well as the international folks who get mailed rewards, the same rewards, but just bunched up. We'll get those out to you in a big batch after Lone Star. So thanks to everybody contributing. If you want to contribute, maybe get in on some of those rewards, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. So I don't know who we have ready, but we'll try. Well, now Boxy is having problems with the cartridge. Man, I'm having issues with my setup. Cartridge is freezing 10 seconds on. Any tips on what to do? I've got a Retron HD. Yeah, blow on the connector and pray. Just blow and pray. That's it. That's all you can do. So yeah, I don't think we... Oh, let me fix our scene here. We've got a Matt Martin. Looks like Matt Martin already wins. 2-1. Yeah, this input display is good, but it's a little jank. That's not bad, though. It's bigger, at least. Yeah, it's a little jank because I'm not a graphic designer, so there's a little bit of, jagged edges on the inside, but whatever. Yeah, it's really just you take a pixel and you blow up the pixel, right? That's what's going on. Take a pixel, blow up a pixel. You just literally take one pixel and you blow it up, and that's what. Yeah, I don't know why it's overlapping like that. We'll have to fix that, but I just kind of hacked it together on the fly. So. We'll get a better looking version of that. Now I can do it without the outlines. Hold on, that's the real bad one. I kind of like it better without the outlines, to be honest, but I think people were saying they wanted that it looks off balance. I like it better this way. I think this is a little more elegant, but people like having the visual, like the empty boxes being filled. So yeah, I don't know. I like this better. Sky likes it better without the outlines. Fractal likes the outlines. Fractal is better than Sky, so Fractal wins. That's it. Sorry, Sky. All right, Dias Allure likes the outlines. Is it fine to use ethyl alcohol to clean it? I'll have you know I'm 1-0 versus Fractal. Is that true? So yeah, I'll get a better non-scuffed version of this display. Like you can see it's a little jagged. And this one even more jagged. Like this one's even more. Oh wait, which is the good one? One of these is better than the other. Yeah, this other one is better. I mean, I'll make the graphics. I mean, I'm happy to do it. I just hacked it together like very quickly, so we'll get a better version of it. I'm happy to do it. I like to learn. So all right, Boxy is not available, and I don't know who's available. So let's see if other players are available. Blank is available. Andy is not. Oh, Boxy is available. Okay. So we're going to do Boxy and Matt Martin first. Sorry about that. Just, you know, Andy's not available. Blank wanted to go first, but Andy is just not available. So let me go ahead and refresh these two players and we'll just get started what we have. Let's refresh Matt. I need a button that just refreshes it froze again. Oh, all right. So Boxy's not ready. Are you streaming at least? I don't see you streaming. But you're not streaming until it's ready, or you are streaming? Why don't I don't have you streaming. Mantra7, thanks for the tier 1 sub, 29 months. Appreciate that one. Why don't I have you? I don't have you streaming at all. Oh, there we go. So you're still frozen? Yeah, Boxy. I have those same exact slides. Are those Adidas or Adidas or whatever? I have those same exact ones. In fact, I have two pairs. Those are basically. Let's see how Boxy's doing. So it just craps out after like 10 seconds. Can we just declare that nobody wins? How about that? Yeah, it just craps out. It's just crapping out. So we might not be able to get through that. Yeah, that's crazy. If Tetris gets the whole thing if nobody wins. That's it. I was thinking about putting like little R's and L's and R's and B's and A's in there, but you know, I hacked it together in like 5 minutes. It seems like, Higgins seems right. I think it seems like a power problem. Like, how are you powering that thing? But it's gotta be like a DC input. The thing probably powers on through anything, right? Like, it does seem like a power problem. Bunny that boings. I've never watched a game of Das Masters. Well, this is the one to watch, as you can see. As you can plainly tell, this is the one to watch. Oh, why is Matt on both? Oh. Yeah, maybe try a different power thing. Yeah, this is the first match. We're anybody who's ready. Like if Andy is ready, then we can do Andy and Blank, because I know Blank wanted to go first. You thought Andy was eliminated based on the title? Who won last night? You mean, what do you mean? All right, let's see if Boxy. Oh, Poopy versus sword fighting? I have no idea. I don't know. I think LSF won. Rambalonian says LSF won. Well, it seems like Boxy, and it seems like that new power adapter might be working. Do we try it? Do we try it? Do we go for it? Yeah, I like those little things, but I'm annoyed at the outlines, but I'm annoyed at how scuffed they are, so I'll have to make a better version tonight. Boxy, I think we're good. Or do you feel up to still going first? I mean, that was what was scheduled. I think Boxy looks good. All right, Boxy's all right. We're gonna go. We got a match. I don't think Andy's here yet, so that is what we're gonna do. Yeah, not here. Sorry, Blank. Just Andy's not here, so this is what we gotta do. All right, folks, it looks like we are ready to begin. We've got MATTM and Boxy. So let's go ahead and give these players their pieces. Pieces are going to be 7C, 6E, F4, 7 Charlie, 6 Echo, Fox 4. Oh, it says round 2. Sorry, we're a little discombobulated today. Hey, what's up, Valerie? I feel like I haven't seen you in here in a while. I thought I finally said something to offend everyone. All right, Boxy, make sure you've got your Hertz display and your input display on. If you don't, then we'll... Is there a channel point prediction thing? Yeah, if there's a mod who wants to make a prediction, go ahead. All right, so the pieces are 7 Charlie, 6 Echo, Fox 4, 7C, 6E, F4. All right, why is it? Are you on? That should be aligned. Why am I wait a minute. Why does everything look so different? Version 4. Oh, okay. So C checker's not going to work on version 4. Okay. That's fine. But let me just confirm. Yes. 7C6 EF4 7C. Okay, good. Good to know. I need a version 4 checker now. Oh my god. It's very complicated. All right, folks, Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters continues here in the blue bracket. MATTM and Boxy. Let's get them counted down and underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I feel like it's been a minute since Boxy has played at a Classic Tetris Monthly event. And let me go. Let's check the dates here. Yeah, it looks like it was actually January of 2023, according to Liquipedia anyway. But what we've been finding is that DAS Masters is luring some players back into the fold, just as it did MATTM here on the left side, who you'll know as a top 8 finisher in the 2019 edition of the Classic Tetris World Championship. And I don't know, there's something about Matt where even though he's got a Twitch name, Rookout Rogue, he was first introduced to the world by his literal first and last name. And so I can't think of him as anything other than like his full human name. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could call him Rookout Rogue, but I just can't call him anything else. Like his name is MATTM to me and always will be. Even if he said, hey, please stop using my full name, it would be really difficult to do that. 123 for Matt, 82,000 for Boxy. Yes, Matt, of course, famed for his 2019 run in CTWC, knocking out both Harry Hong and Buko. If I remember correctly, I was right there. And I think I called both of them, so you'd think I'd remember. That was my first year doing comms for CTWC. 107 for Boxy, 171 for MATTM. Matt really impressed in qualifying. with 4 max outs in an hour, including like a couple of 1.1s, and was the #1 seed for a while, but eventually got some really amazing qualifiers from Fractal, Giovanni, and God, who is the other? Nanu, to knock him down to 4. Still an excellent qualifier for Matt, and it's just, and PB wise, just 10,000 off from a 1.3. 242 for Matt, 179 for Boxy. Boxy, of course, a longtime member of the classic Tetris community overall. Oh, kind of a mischief with that T. And I think maybe most famous for what? Hosting Who Wants to be a Max Outer, or Who Wants to be a Tetris Billionaire, or whatever it is. I think that's Boxy's biggest claim to fame, is Who Wants to be a Max Outer. 312 Matt, 207 Boxy. It needs to come back. Boxy, you're back in the fold now. You're gonna bring this back. Well, maybe we'll ask in between games here. 231 Boxy, 312 for Matt. Boxy nods. I hope that's a yes. So we've had some excellent matches already in Das Masters. You see, we do have, in addition to our display at the bottom, our input display has these funky outlines. It is a little scuffed, so I know the graphics aren't perfect on this. I kind of just threw it together. Just very quickly, but I'll have a better, more refined version of this. But I think people like the outlines. Now, I prefer the non-outline version myself, but I've been outvoted by the Tetris community. All right, Boxy trying to uncover that. We'll see what he does. Is he gonna... No, he's gonna take that triple, keep it safe. Yeah, you can see there's like little, art, like hard edges on the inside of that circle, and I can't unsee it, and it bothers me a lot. Tetris from Matt Martin, 454, 370, 337 Boxy. But I think it makes the inputs a little more visible if you compare it to how they actually look on the cartridge. I think it makes them a little more visible. Now, we don't have the down and up arrows, but the up arrows... It is funny, though. The one thing I do miss from using this input display is seeing how often the up arrow gets pressed just incidentally by a lot of players. Like, you're hitting left and right. That up arrow is getting hit all the time. 508 for Matt through 115, 429 Boxy. Yes, I've been very pleased with how this tournament seems to be bringing people out of retirement. I think the lure of having a Masters level regular DAS tournament has galvanized a certain segment of the classic Tetris community who I think maybe felt a little underappreciated, that there was really no good forum for them to be recognized as top talent. And so that was one of the motivations for bringing DAS Masters back. So I'm glad to see some of these players coming back in. 525 Matt Martin, 479 from Boxy, just one line away from the level 19 transition. Boxy going to transition in. A couple of gaps on that left side. Needs a long bar quick. Gets a long bar over. Maybe he had to quick tap that over. Not sure. You'd think having the input display I'd be able to tell, but you got to be able to look at two things at once. It's kind of hard. 508 Boxy having to bring this down. Oh, the one thing I didn't add was that sort of next box indicator, which I'll put something over there in between the two play fields. All right, so Boxy trying to bring this down. And yeah, not going for anything nuts, just stacking safe. Well, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, just gonna have to throw that square as low as possible. And just trying to survive here and get a stack here. Okay, good double with a couple of squares there. Matt Martin trying to bring some order back to his board. The player is relatively low, but as you know with DAS, it's like Dancing on the knife's edge. One mistake, even with a board this low, and it can like wreck your game. Matt Martin trying to figure this out. Both players really scrambling here. Board starting to climb. All right, Matt keeping that open. Okay, that's a good double to bring this down. The Das head shake happening on both sides, I think. It's good to see that Das head shake again, you know? All right, Boxy is clean in Tetris, is 592. Matt's still in the lead by a small amount, but that could just be just being ahead in lines. And Matt finally with a clean setup, Tetris ready, and down goes the long bar, and he gets a Tetris. Now, when I say clean, it's clean, but not, you know, it's still got a spire in the middle. Another Tetris here for Matt, 678. 604 for Boxy. Taking a skim, getting Tetris ready. Long bar over, Tetris Boxy, 638. All right, Matt's got 4 lines of garbage over that Tetris well. Getting it cleared away, getting set up for a Tetris. Immediate long bar Tetris, 722 on 27 for Matt. 647 Boxy on 27. So about a 72,000 point lead for Matt. Couple lines ahead. Boxy is set up, but needed to stash pieces to the left and just could not get a bar. And the left was too high for Boxy to stash pieces over reliably. Was trying to get that L all the way to the left, which was like 9 high left, and it wasn't getting over there. So Matt is good in game number 1. And Matt is going to get into 29 all the way to the dash kill screen at 8:05. GG to both players. All right. Thanks for, by the way, thanks for hanging with us with that initial delay. You know, players playing on old hardware. Sometimes things can get a little janky. First time chatter, T. Elizabeth, welcome. All right, new pieces for these players. And thanks for Boxy for the perseverance and trying to get set up. Appreciate that. E81460. E81460. Elizabeth says, I'm a YouTube watcher. I should be saying hello to YouTube. Mr. Brain is over there. Whoops is over there. Josh C is over there as well. Stephanie, welcome. El que le gusta el queso. Welcome. Just Red Bacon is here as well. Thank goodness. Yeah, Boxy with Boxy has like the HD. Boxy has the Retron HD, but has the least HD setup I've ever seen. There's nothing HD about Boxy's stream right now. So wait, does that mean Boxy is playing on a flat screen? Is that right? So the seed is going to be E8. Let me just check the seeds because the seed checker won't work because Boxy's on version 4. E81460, E81460. Okay, great. All right, Boxy and Matt are ready. Let's go ahead and get them started. Somebody get Boxy a new Tetris gem. Let's get them underway. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Maitre Witien says, I saw it was live on YouTube. I took it like a notification to come to Twitch. It's a good way to think about it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with YouTube whatsoever, but I think just in terms of a community experience, I think there's a more community feel over at Twitch for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a chat box, you know, and YouTube has a chat box and Twitch has a chat box, but the Twitch thing just feels more homey and just has a more of a community feel. I don't know why that is. It's utterly subjective. There's no reason that it should be like that, but it just feels that way to me. Boxy, according to the info I have, Portugal. Matt Martin out of the United States of America. I just go by what these data boxes tell me. I have no idea. For some reason, I thought Boxy was in France. I don't know why I thought that until I, was preparing the data for this and said Portugal. All right. And then I thought Portugal's 3-letter code was POR, but it's actually PRT. So what do I know? Boxy getting up super high here, and this is not survivable. And Boxy's going to top out at 165. And Matt Martin is good in game number 2. Yeah, there you go. Portugal. All right, Boxy needs a moment. We'll take a quick moment to tell you about the Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Championship in Austin, Texas. Next weekend, basically the next full weekend that is happening, that is when it is. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It is home to the Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Open Championship and the Lone Star DAS Championship. Open Championship says there are 24 qualifiers. It'll be the top 16 qualifiers. Then we'll play like a second chance bracket called the Taco Bracket, where the prize will be tacos or something. So if you want to come on out and meet folks, I heard that the Arteaga brothers are coming. They're not on the list, but I heard they might be coming. I think Scooty's coming, Miles, Mari, Richard Wolf. There's some people coming. So yeah, should be a fun time. Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Championship. This will be our last time at the Classic Game Fest. I do realize that it is kind of an expensive proposition now to get into that festival, and so we're looking to move to another location and another time of year where it's not 112 degrees and where we have maybe some more room. So if you want to see us for our last time at Classic Game Fest, come on over this weekend. It is free to enter our tournament, but to enter the festival, you do have to gain admittance. And if you want to get that information, classicgamefest.com. And other thing to check out, CTWC Montreal, August 17th and 18th in Montreal. Go to discord.gg/Tetris Canada. And I will be there. I will be on, I guess, the main commentator. I don't know. I guess I will be the main commentator. So I will be there. If you want to meet me and Martz and K9 and Wallbant, I think now is going, now that he's gotten funded. And I heard Alex T might be there. I mean, it's going to be crazy. So get on out to Montreal if you can, August 17th and 18th. I am going. That's right. Ella will be there. And I think that's pretty much all I want to promo right now. Of course, there's always Peace Dependency Podcast, excellent episode with Game Scout. This is the most recent slide I have. I don't know if there's a more recent episode, but 42 episodes. Peace Dependency Podcast. You want to see it? Go to youtube.com/monthly Tetris and look for it. It's a good episode. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch Matt Martin warm up as we wait for Boxy to return. I've got about a liter of coffee. What account is Andy live on? I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's the alt of Pixel Andy. Is Marfram still doing the push down point? I have not been over there in about a month. Is that still happening? I loved that column. Medium.com/@Marfram. I'm going to go look right now. Medium.com/@Marfram. Oh my God, we haven't had one in a while. Marfram, come back. Well, Boxy is back, so that's good. So at least we can play Tetris. All right, new pieces. Let's get our new pieces. Pieces are going to be 1539 DB, 1539 Delta Bravo. Nope. $1539 DB is what we are doing. 1539 DB is what Matt's got. And 1539 DB is what Boxy's got. Oh, Boxy. It looks like Boxy has a new PB from the last time I looked it up. 1.2. So the last time when I looked up Boxy's PB at the beginning of the month, it was 1.17. But looks to have gotten the 1.2. So congrats, Boxy. All right, Boxy looks like he's ready. So let's go ahead and get this underway. Boxy needs to win to stay in the tournament. Let's see what he can do in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, I do update the graphics really at the beginning of the month, so if players have developments in their PBs or anything like that, well, you're frozen at a point in time. I want to give money to the DAS people, Vandy. Why can't I? Well, we are freezing the prize pool at a certain threshold while it remains an experimental tournament. Because we're still working out the rules and we're trying to see, oh, there's a nice Z spin for Matt. Kind of Galumba stacking that Z on top of that S. It's got a low board, whereas Boxy does not. And Boxy, line dependent, up high on the stack, gets the line. But yeah, while this remains an experimental tournament, I don't want thousands of dollars to hinge on some technicality or controversy. So we're gonna, get a couple months in, see if this thing can run smoothly. So far, so good. And then we will uncap the prize pool at that time. Kind of over shift for Boxy, or an early shift, resulting in that T, making a couple of holes there and creating a line dependency in column 9. Munis. There are going to be PBs on the screen for normal masters. What controversies could there be? Are you being serious, Fractal? If you're not being serious, then okay. But if you are being serious, and I think previous DAS tournaments have had controversies about what DAS is and what isn't, and whether pieces were tapped and and so forth. I mean, to use Fractal's a little sarcastical comment as an opportunity to talk about it. Previous DAS competitions have had some controversy in terms of whether players were really playing DAS, whether a piece was tapped or not, what even is DAS, that kind of thing. Matt Martin getting up a little bit high, gonna miss that S spin, but still able to access that right side to bring the stack down. Fractal says the comments on his VOD are fun. Yes, if you go to the YouTube comments on Fractal's orange bracket, the live stream VOD on YouTube, people are like, oh, that grip is suspect. The grip, oh, he's tapping. Now, it probably was not helped by the fact that I did not have the input display on screen because again, we're just kind of getting this tournament together and I just forgot. But I was watching Fractal's inputs the whole time. And Fractal, I don't know if you record on your alt or anything like that, but you know, if there are VODs, then certainly everything's open to inspection. And, you know, I think that holding the controller in the traditional grip is, you know, kind of normal in some sense, in the sense that that's how people hold it. But, you know, as long as you're using the press and hold style of DAS, it is not of the essence of DAS that you hold the controller in any particular way. And, you know, I was watching Fractal's game and inputs, and there was nothing whatsoever suspect about anything Fractal was doing. Now, it did look like a tapping grip, to be sure, and it is a tapping grip for some players, but everything seemed fine to me, so there's really no reason for anyone to be all conspiratorial or sus about it. It was a great achievement, and people should regard it as such, in my opinion. 308 for Matt, 300 for Boxy. Matt got a high spire there, gets a long bar around it. People were saying like, oh, well, it's too easy to tap from that position. Well, it doesn't matter whether it's easy to tap, it's whether he did tap and he did not. And frankly, Thor held the controller like a DAS player does and was the first hyper tapper. So, I mean, the grip is not of the essence of the playstyle. The method of piece movement is of the essence of the playstyle. But I will say that if someone is holding the controller in a tapping grip, I am going to pay more attention to what they're doing. I think that's natural. But so long as they're within the bounds of DAS and they actually are doing DAS, then it shouldn't really matter in any way whatsoever. 442 Boxy, 470 for Matt Martin. We're just a few lines away from the level 19 transition. DJ Mr. Burrow says, is DAS just in the heart? The spirit of DAS. Let it flow through you. 4 lines away, Boxy. He's taking a safety double here to bring that stack down in preparation for it. He's going to transition in at 491. Matt Martin, a little high on the board, but that bar is going to take this down. And he's going to take down a safety double. He's going to transition in at a little over 500. I do think there are people who are kind of salty that, you know, they're expecting some of the old school DAS main players to come in and be the ones who are the best. But then when, you know, the world champion roller comes in and beats people at their own game, I think there's a little bit of salt there, not gonna lie. 598 Boxy, 586 for Matt. So Boxy into the lead now. And I don't know, in my mind, there's nobody who cares more about the overall integrity of the game and the classic Tetris scene than Fractal. So, you know, I do not think Fractal, even if given the opportunity, would do anything untoward. So, unimpeachable character and care for the community. 701 Matt Martin, 647 for Boxy. Tetris Boxy, 680. Matt Martin back in the lead and also behind in lines. When is Blue Scooty playing? Blue Scooty will be playing in the regular Masters, you know, the old boring CTM Masters. Scooty did not make it into the top 16 of DAS Masters. Tetris for Boxy, 717, 748 for Matt Martin. Yeah, some notable players missing from the top 16. I mean, it was just a very tough tournament to get into. Plus, the qualifiers might be, you know, there's a little volatility to how these qualifiers are done. Tetris Boxy 761, 759. So it remains to be seen. Oh, nice T-spin for Matt. Remains to be seen whether we'll have just the same, 12 to 16 players in there every month, or, just what kind of turnover there is in qualifiers. So, wow, Boxy quick tapping pieces over to the left and needs to, because his board is a mess and needs to bring this down. There's a long bar down the middle. That's just going to be good for a double. Boxy is back by a Tetris. Matt going to add one, though. Boxy, some great survival, but needs to get open or at least start building for a Tetris somehow, because Matt is now like three Tetrises ahead. And I don't know what Boxy's going to be able to do, so he just needs to build from here and just, kind of push and pray, I guess. And there's nothing Boxy can do. And Matt Martin is good in game number 3 and takes this match in a sweep. So GG to Matt and GG to Boxy. Some great survival in that game. It was just not enough for Matt. Matt got 5 lines deep into 29, and Matt will be moving on to the top 8. So yeah, tons of quick taps there for Boxy. Did amazing. And I don't think I've ever done a single quick tap on purpose. Muniz says, Vandy, do you think CTM has the bandwidth to run 2 big tournaments every month? Well, that's where you guys come in. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. If you want Classic Tetris Monthly to have the bandwidth to run 2 big tournaments every month, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Let me go ahead and set up the next matchup. Take a quick break here on Twitch. And again, thank you, Boxy. Hope to see you again here next month. And I appreciate your effort to get this match done and deal with your hardware issues. Really appreciate that. Let me refresh some of our players. I'm assuming Andy is at his alt, but I am not. Seeing him there? Andy, are you good? Or is Andy here? Is Andy live? Does anybody know if Andy's live anywhere? Let's look around. You'll be live on alt. All right. I have the alt open, so you're not live yet, right? I think it's just called the alt of Pixelandia, right? Do I have it right? The alt of Pixelandia? Probably shouldn't say that out loud, but it doesn't matter. The whole point of the alt is they want to have monetization on and ads on their other account. Yeah, I'm not seeing that on right now. Yeah, Andy's not live yet. Well, at least we can fix Blank's camera. Why do I have so many things open right now? Oh, I see a folding chair. That telltale chair. That tells you that it's 1975 Andy Pixel. My capture card broke in half, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Oh my word, you folks. All right, we're trying to get this here for you. Like, very challenging. Scooty says, how the F do you break it in half? I'm not, for some reason, I'm just not prepared for Scooty to be saying how the F like that. That is disconcerting to me. Andy is on Artiaga time. Oh, I mean, sorry, Andy time is what I meant. No, Dog is always on time. Andy is the one that is always like, dude, I need like 15 minutes. Chorus is what I meant, Dog. See, Kingsman knows. All right, let's see if we can get Andy to... Let me fix Andy's count. Let me get you guys some pieces. Here's some pieces. 6E7E10. 6E7E10. I'm sorry, Blank. I know you wanted to go... first, but it just wasn't... There wasn't enough notice, I guess. All right, 6E7E10. Of course, Blank's not listening. Blank does not listen to commentary. So I have that to deal with as well. 6E7E10. 6E7E10. All right, well, I am ready to go. I don't know about these players. Ayo Pidgeotto, thank you for the 34 months. Tier 1, appreciate it. All right, well, I'm gonna go take a nap. I think it's time for a little dog nap for me as well. I guess Andy's trying to get pumped up. I guess I don't know what's happening with Andy there, but 6E7E10 6E7E10 blank. These players prefer doing things their own way. Oh my God, look at it. It is Dog sitting in for Pixel Andy. I mean, folks. You know, in theory, these streams should take less time than the Masters streams, right? That's just a theory. Blank says ready. I'm ready too. I am ready too. All right, both players are okay. Both players are ready. It is Blank. It is Pixel Andy. Let's get them started before they change their minds. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Pixel Andy, as you know, a perennial champion in the Classic Tetris Monthly cinematic universe. Many, many victories. I think up to 5 now in Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. Of course, runner-up in the 2020 CTWC and was a top 8 finisher every year except for this year. Andy was battling some hand problems and potentially some controller problems, and maybe didn't quite have the finish that he was looking for this year. What was Andy's finish this year? I don't remember in CTWC this year. Yeah, it was in the top 16 this year. Still not bad. Not bad at all. And Blank was very active several years ago in CTM. Hasn't played in a while, but again, DAS Masters luring people out of retirement. Trying to try, just try to see how they stack up against the best DAS competition in the world. And nifty adjustments there for Blank. 144, 169 for Pixel Andy. And Hana in chat mentioning the first ever DAS 31 achieved by Pixel Andy. With input display and hertz counter and all that displayed, the first verified level 31 by a DAS player. And that happened pretty recently, right? 218 for Pixel Andy, 216 for Blank. Other Tetris for Blank. So pretty close right now. Blank Tetrising 262. Blank also the host of what has come to be one of the most anticipated annual Tetris events, Blank's Garage Regional or Qualifier. Couple of Tetrises down, 310 for both players. Andy is basically ahead by one line and one line's worth of points. A virtual dead heat. You'll see we've got our input display showing you the left and right movement for these players. And it's kind of experimental. Andy's is a little bit dim on the right input, so I'll have to figure out why that is exactly. So experimental. The whole thing is a big experiment. 363 for Pixel Andy, 362 for Blank. So players keeping pace with one another. Yeah, I'll have to investigate why Andy's is a little dim. It's nothing Andy's doing. How does the I might be able to actually fix that. Maybe a little bit. How does the input display work? You just there you go. Better on stencil. When people are on stencil, it works better, imagine. Basically I key off of one pixel from the input display, so I just pick one pixel right smack dab in the middle of where the input lights up when on stencil, and then I just expand that pixel to fill up like this little cutout transparent graphic. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. And I think I missed part of that because I haven't done it in like over a month. I missed a part of it. Did I miss a part of it? I don't know. How'd I do? Tetris for Blank 490. Pixel Andy 533. Just a few lines away from our first level 19 transition of this match. Pixel Andy is the first one in at 563. Blank is in at 539. I had to move these songs up the playlist because these Dash Masters are so short that we don't get to this part of the playlist. And Blank gonna top out here immediately after 19, was kind of holding out for a long bar, and it did not come. And so they were just stacking, building gaps here, and then just eventually all in on the bar. And Andy is good in game number one. What is Blank eating? Blank, what are you eating? Oh, wait, Blank doesn't listen to commentary, so Blank will not hear this. New piece is going to be D26B98. Smoothie, kale, avocado, salt, blueberries. New piece is Delta 2, 6 Bravo, 9 Echo. Blank is apparently on a high oxalate diet. That kale. Eating a smoothie with a spoon. Kind of goated, actually. I think. So, oh, I gotta pin this. If there, I don't know, we have no mods. Who should I mod? I'm modding some people. I'm modding trusted people. Higgins says, I'm not crazy, but do you know how Twitch works? I don't know if Higgins knows how Twitch works. All right, so I'm just waiting for readies from both of these players. D26B9E, D26B9E players. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's make 1,000,000% sure. D26B9E, D26B9. Okay, they are good. All right, let's get them both started. Pixelandy up 1-0 here in this best of 5. Let's go 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Like, we never have any mods in chat, and the mods we do have are just lazy. Or, you know, or don't even want to be mods. They just want the role, like Somalian. Yeah, modding is bad on mobile. Like, if you're a mod, it is like impossible to do on mobile. It's so rotten. Tegamex says, I feel attacked. Well, no, you're fine. I didn't mean you. I meant present, you know, of course, present company accepted. $98,000 for Pixelandy, 55,000 for Blank. Blank's getting up kind of high on the board here, taking a skimmer too. And yes, we'll take a triple. The ultimate indignity for a Tetris player is taking a triple. But sometimes it's got to be done. And Blank kind of high in the center and is going to hang a bar. Was maybe trying to get a wall, like trying to get that L piece to the right and then get a wall charge off of it. Or maybe trying to hold it back for that bar, but was not able. Not exactly sure what, but yeah, Blank I think was trying to avoid taking that triple. And instead just get that long bar over for the Tetris. But yeah, I was trying not to take a triple. And yes, indeed. Sometimes you just got to do it. The Blank gonna top out. And Andy will be good in game number 2. Jasmine, yes, Jasmine will time out people who don't Vits. All right, I think I modded Curie as well. Hana, Javan T. Wait, Bendy is a mod? Oh my god, they'll mod anyone here. Let's get some new pieces for these players. I'm a Vits enthusiast. I like them. 272493, 272493, all divisible by 3. I'm modding anybody who's, you know, not a lunatic. So if you're right now at this moment, if you're not modded, then you should take it as an insult. I'm just kidding. Look at all these mods now. That was tons of mods. 272492, 22724. All right. Both players are here. Blank needs to win to stay in. So let us go ahead and get game 3 in this best of 5 underway in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Some people just want to be fans, though. They don't want to be mods. Like, they just want to... But it doesn't hurt you to have... You can still be a fan. You don't really have to do anything, you know? It's just, yeah, it's just, you know, something goes on. Maybe there's someone around. Here, we'll mod Blue Scooty. Yeah, we need a mod moderator, someone to moderate the moderators. 47,000 for blank, 47,000 for Pixelandy as we get underway here in game number 3. See, the tyrant of Tetris. I do like that. Like, if I'm ever on Tetris friendlies, I do want to be called the tyrant of Tetris. I enjoy that. 139 for blank, 141 Pixelandy. Now, just a little explanation of the Hertz counter. The Hertz counter, as it shows on the tournament cartridge, the training cartridge, that is not like the, you know, that's not every single piece is being tapped. That just says the last piece where there were 2 taps in a row, that's the speed, but then it persists. Like, that number doesn't go away. So you might see that number not change for several minutes, and that just means the player is maintained DAS the entire time, or only single tapped. I think single taps don't trigger it because you have to have a tap, you know, you have to measure it between 2 taps, right? You can't just, what's the sound of 1 tap tapping, right? There's no tap. 257 Pixelandy, 182 for blank. So that is our Hertz display. So you can see, yeah, there was a 10 Hertz tap from Pixelandy, I think, on a 2 tap, which is allowed. You know, 2 tapping, not really all that consequential. Slow tapping, the occasional 3 or even 4 tap, not that big a deal, but should not be the main thing that you are relying on in the tournament. And if someone did it too much, we would say that would violate the spirit of the DAS tournament. 330 Pixelandy, 254 for blank, but so far so good. We really haven't had anything in the way of problems. So I don't know what, I was super paranoid. Like, oh, we're just going to run into all these people trying to game the system and say, technically, you know, but so far not happening. Dog says Andy is violating the spirit of DAS all over the place. Dog trying to sell his brother out here. All right, Andy making an adjustment there to make room for the long bar that isn't there. But there's the bar. Listen, far be it for me to, I mean, I can't understand anything. I mean, these guys are a million times better than me. 430 for Andy, 338 for blank as we approach the Joey Parker turn. Why did I say that out loud? Blue Scooty asks, is there double kill screen in this? Andy's just going to line out to kill screen and win. I know. What if it came to be that we had to put the level 39 double kill screen because Andy's too good at dassing all the way. Valerie understands, right? You've got to put the fear of sod into people. Kneel before sod, indeed. All right, Andy makes a line dependency for the line that's coming in. It's now clean, Tetris ready. Just 10 lines away from the 19 transition. Tetris is 549. 394 for blank. You don't remember Valerie being mod? Yeah, I mean, I just did it. I don't know why. I just see trusted names and I'm like, all right, well, that person I think will have my back. Blank gets a long bar over for the Tetris into 19, now at 448. Pixel Andy with the Das head shake. That's the other development, is the return of the Das head shake. Haven't seen that in many years. At least not at the volume that we've been seeing it. Andy's board a bit messed up. Blank clean board here, 501, kind of catching up. And just super clean. T goes to the left. Taking the skims. Another T to the left. Long bar in Tetris 529 blank. All right. Andy is back down. Is held on to the lead. But blank is cut into it. And is now within 2 Tetrises of Andy. Oh, blank's board all of a sudden the middle of that board, and that right side's cut off, and blank is just gonna say, I am done. Blank is out. Andy is good, and we'll be moving on to the top 8 to face Matt Martin. Blank, thank you so much. Sorry we couldn't get your match in earlier. Just didn't work out that way. We tried. There was an attempt. Blank says, GG, still just a qual player, man. Feels bad, man. Well, there's always next month. We do have 4 brackets of Das Masters next month. So 64 players will play Das only matches, which is pretty good. You got to stop having caffeine for matches. Only ever worked 1 tournament. I don't know. That works for me. Believe me. I need caffeine for everything. All right, well, we're going to set up our next matchup. It's going to be, the first one was a sweep, right? I got to report this. So, yeah. Matt swept out Boxy. Let me report it. I've been bad at reporting. I was starting to develop good habits, and now, bye, blank. Bye. And then the break month came up, and I just lost all my good habits. Okay, let's get Matt in there. And Matt is in there. Take a quick break. I've got like an entire liter of coffee right here. I'm just downing it. When you have untreated executive dysfunction, coffee is your best friend. Matt Martian. Matt Martian. That is funny. My favorite Martin. That's too old for you guys. And while we have this break in the action, again, it's a good time to remind you. Well, not that. This Lone Star Championship Classic Tetris Monthly, Austin, Texas 2024, next weekend. Friday, July 19th through Sunday, July 21st. There will be the CTM Lone Star Open Championship. That's going to be a top 16 tournament. And there'll be another tournament for the next 16 called the Taco Bracket, where the prizes will be tacos or something. Sunday, July 21st, that'll be the CTM Lone Star DAS Championship, where we'll take the top 16 players. Qualifying stations in person are highly limited, so if you do intend to come, I'm pretty much saying if you can hear this, you must qualify online. There just is not going to be. We have 8 TVs. That is it. There is just no time and no space. So qualify online if you're coming. To enter our tournament is free. To enter the convention is not. So for information about that, go to classicgamefest.com. It is in Austin, Texas, basically just south of the river at the Palmer Event Center. Beautiful, sweltering Austin, Texas. So hope to see you all there. Tetris of the non-pros. If you're not a pro, go to tnp.tetris.lol. I think that's still good. Pushdown point has not been updated. There we go. Montreal. I will be there, believe it or not, August 17th and 18th. And so will a bunch of other people, including Martz and K9, watching Tetris face, body, and voice reveal will be happening. I heard Alex T will be there. Wallbant. I don't know if Alex T will really be there. I heard it's a possibility. Ella will be there. All your favorite Canadians. Maybe Eyeball. Will Eyeball be there? I want Eyeball to be there. But anyway, show up or watch online at twitch.tv/classic Tetris. For information, go to discord.gg/Tetris Canada. Join the Discord, get the info. Okay. We need 1975 Andy Pixel. Please contact judges. Eyeball is required to be there, just like, yeah, the government mandates for Canadian content reasons. Yes, you must play. The background music must be Alanis Morissette and Gordon Lightfoot. That is it. Maybe Neil Young. Isn't Neil Young Canadian? All right, let's get these players their pieces. Pieces are going to be 491B07. It is also round 2, which I should indicate. 49. Yeah, Matt Martin's like, all right, Andrew, let's do this. Just please stop walking around. Stop pacing around. Let's do it. How about some bare naked ladies? Oh my God, there are children in there. Oh, wait. 491B07, 491 Bravo 07. Shania Twain. It's kind of funny. I worked at a Radio Shack when I lived in Madison, Wisconsin in the early 2000s. And we had, we sold a karaoke machine, and we just had like a 5-song demo that we could play in there. So after work, we would pretty much, it was Sinatra My Way, or it was Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. So we would sing those all the time. So Matt Martin is on Seed. Pixel Andy is on Tetris. Oh, we also had what was that? Santana plus Rob, whatever his name is, like Smooth. What was that? Rob Thomas. Matt Martin is like, bro, I need to start. All right, 491B07. All right, it is a best of 5 matchup between Matt Martin and Pixel Andy. Let's go ahead and get these players started before they change their minds. Oh, I could have said that better. Minds is the word. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. The winner goes to the semifinals. You ever just find yourself in the middle of a mispronounced word and you're just like, oh my God, I sound like an idiot? Well, that is what just happened to me. It's humiliating, but we'll get beyond it. Oh, a double bar opener. Oh my God. Matt Martin, as you know, had a Cinderella run in 2019, winning the Southern Qualifier in Irving, Texas. Winning his way into CTWC and ended up finishing in the top 8, knocking both Matt Bucco and Harry Hong out of the tournament, and has really turned out to be one of the best DAS players around, really, even to this day. Has a 1.29 million PB, got 4 max outs in qualifying, just 1 hour, which is pretty darn good, including, I think, 2 1.1s. Pixel Andy, as you know, runner-up in the 2020 Classic Tetris World Championship, has finished in the top 8 every time except for this year when he was battling some hand injuries. Still finished in the top 16. And Andy not taking part in the regular CTM Masters this month. I think still battling hand injuries there, so maybe rolling is a bit uncomfortable. Maybe just wants to take a month off from that, but is participating here in the DAS tournament. Of course, multi-time CTM Masters event winner, Pixel Andy. 134 for Matt, 188 for Pixel Andy early here in game number 1. Try to move Andy over a little bit if we can. I don't know what that black line is, but it's there. That's awkward. Try to make that look a little less awkward. All right, so it looks somewhat awkward, but less now. 259 for Andy. Both of these players arriving into round 2, sweeping their round 1 opponents. Matt Martin sweeping Boxy. Pixel Andy sweeping Blank. Matt trying to take care of this little canyon there in columns 3 and 4, and does so, filling it out. Taking a skim here, filling in the middle, waiting out the long bar, gets it. Bank Tetris for Matt Martin, 236. 288. Oh, kind of a misdrop there for Andy with that L piece to the left, to not get all the way over. Does the DAS head shake. You don't see rollers shaking their head as much as DAS. I would say in terms of head shake frequency, DAS is in first, rolling is in second, and tapping is in third. And then Moya tapping, I have no idea. Nobody's ever. The head is usually not available for inspection. 329 for Pixel Andy. Gonna fill in that bar dependency there. Take a double. Clean out this board. Has a Tetris well set up. 331. Now a Tetris for Andy. 354. 373 for Matt. Now Tetris ready. Square will fit in nicely in the middle of that sack. Pretty good, reasonably flat and accommodating board for Matt. Waits for the bar, gets the bar. 396. Andy will take a skim. Waiting out a bar, taking a skim at another one. Gets the bar, Tetris. We are at 100 lines and players are just shy of 400K. So kind of lower transition pace is a problematic T-piece for Matt. He's going to get the square over that to fill out that left. So this should be fixable, but now the board's starting to climb again for Matt. He's having to spam right just to get material over there, and this could be very problematic for Matt. He's not going to survive. He's going to top out 405. Andy running in to that same kind of drought here and is blocked on the right side. We'll see what Andy can do. He's going to uncover that right side. Needs 11,000 points. Long bar in for Tetris, and Andy will survive. And the RNG doing as RNG does. And Andy just had, a good enough stack to be able to clear that away and survive. And yeah, that was some crazy RNG in that game. I don't know what the piece distribution was. Oh, we don't know because the tap meter's on, so we don't know. But that will be a game for Pixel Andy. Andy up 1-0 in this best of 5. Let's get these players some new pieces. We re-roll in between every game. D82208, Delta 82208. D82208, D82208. All right, both players are ready. Let's get them started here in game number 2. Matt looking to tie it up. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Matt with the 1 push down point, channeling Sidnev.
Toast.
Oh, it's the toast song. You get out your Kerrygold. It is time for the toast song.
Toast.
All right, Matt Martin, perfect so far for Tetris's 16 lines, 1 pushdown point. Better than perfect. There's another Tetris for Matt. It's almost kind of a curse to start off perfect, I think, because there's a you feel impelled to continue being perfect and maybe just, you know, go one piece too far. So it's almost better not to start. Just start out with a single and then go from there. You've got to be able to maintain your, what is my purpose here? My purpose is to play in the tournament, not to go perfect. Although I can never help it. If I'm playing a game and I'm perfect, like, I will continue to just, like, I will try to push it because I have no accomplishments, and really winning, losing kind of doesn't, it doesn't make any difference, and I'm probably going to lose anyway. So I may as well do something cool, but these players actually have a chance to win. 212 Pixel Andy, 152 Matt Martin. Or Rookout Rogue. See, I just don't feel comfortable calling him Rook. What's up, Rook? What, I just want to call him his full name. 236 Andy, 200 for Matthew. I want to say Matthew. I am one of these people that if someone's introduced to me by like a shortened name, like I want to call them their whole name. I don't know what, it's some weird compulsion where somebody's introduced to me as like Andy, I want to call them Andrew. If they're Mike, I want to call them Michael. It's pretty weird. 286 Andy, 269 for Matt. It's very difficult for me to say that. I want to say the whole name. Right, so players are fairly close, separated by about 2/3 of a Tetris. DJ Mr. Bro says, that's why I call you Vandrew Dwellerstein. Yes, indeed. Keithiel. And shout out to our folks hanging out in YouTube chat. Mr. Brain, Steel CE, Queeneman, Sharky's in there hanging out. If you want to go hang out with Sharky, go over to YouTube chat. John Wick is there. Oh my word. Gemini is here as well. Hello, everybody. And on the Twitch side, Chen is here. Ayo Pidgeotto, DJ Mr. Burrow, PIW, Tetris, Diaz Allure, Pog, Matt Martin is an account in there. Jasmine is here. Torbith, Valerie, Andrew Meep, MDB, MBD39 is here. Steel CE says, I'm on both. Steel, did you play in the community tournament like a long time ago? I feel like I've seen your name in the Discord. Like when we used to run the community tournament out of Discord channels, I feel like I've seen your name. Like I'm picturing it in my mind. 501 for Matt, 505 for Andy. Pseudo Canard is there, but you can call me Canard. Oh my goodness. Filthy. Players are super close in score, just about 13 lines away from the level 19 transition. Andy with some garbage over the well. And that's going to allow Matt to take a lead. All right, we are just one Tetris basically away, one line away from the 19 transition for both of these players here in game number 2. Matt with the lead, flirting with a 200K transition, but the bar not coming. So Matt just going to give in, take the double. So is Andy. And Matt just going to take that triple. But now trying to get the, it feels like, oh, I am owed a Tetris. I'm going to take it in column 7 and does so. 631 Matt, 588 for Andy. And there's the Tetris for Andy, 613, and one for Matt as well, 657. About a 43,000 point lead for Matt, just under 2 Tetrises. Matt with a good board set up. Taking the triple, very disciplined. Board was getting a little bit high, had a long bar in the window, didn't try to do anything too fancy and, you know, pull a piece back or cause a problem. Says, you know what? I'm just going to take my triple. I got plenty of time to Tetris. Meanwhile, though, Andy was in a little bit of a lead. Matt will take it back. Andy now set up again. Matt getting set up. The players trading a small lead back and forth now. Matt's left side depending. Gets a J over there. Oh, and gets that L over. Could have been quick tapped over there. Or maybe slow tapped in there. But Matt will survive that little scare. And is still in it here. A little bit of cleanup to do after that, though. It was another DAS head shake there for Matt. And there is a Tetris for him, 774. Andy now with some cleanup to do. Takes a nice flat long bar skim. Kingsman loves those. Andy just going to give in and take that triple on the left side. Not going to mess around. Matt's board getting a little bit high, and that S is an aggressive placement for Matt, and he is going to pay for that aggression. Could have tried to put that S down there and at least burn one line and maybe access that left, but cannot do it. And Andy is good in game number 2. Yeah, you can see Matt was like, I do not want to put that S down there. I want to hold out. I've got a Tetris well down there and don't want to block the well, and hung the bar on that very piece. And if you want to go ahead and mullen it out, mullins are okay if we're relatively close. That's fine. Chen asking, how's your day, Vandy? Not so bad. I'm, I'm caffeinated. I went to the Apple store and bought another dock, like for my second laptop. I need 2 MacBook Pros to do Lone Star, so otherwise, you know, there's just too many peripherals to get in there. Andy does not look like he's going to max out this one. Any good fire alarms lately? Yeah, the other day we did have. Oh, so Andy in there. Oh, Andy going for a level 30. Will not get it. 929 top out. 235 lines in for Andy. But we did have, yeah, we had fire alarms last week, and there's always something going on in this apartment complex. All right, Andy is up 2 games to none. Let's give these players some pieces. It's going to be A8F4EB Alpha 8 4F Echo Bravo. I can't wait to look at this on the phone afterward and just see what these inputs look like. Like, you know, you get these 4K screens right in your pocket. I'm sure like every little imperfection is showing these little input outlines. But I like the idea. I just need to make it a little smoother. A8F4EB, A8F4EB. Okay, both players on seed. Match point for Andy. Matt Martin needs to win to stay in. Let's go 3, 2, 1 Tetris. We are almost at 9,200 followers here on our Twitch channel, so the road to 10K followers continues. Seems like we're adding about 1,200 followers a year. It's pretty good. Out of these 9,200 followers, probably maybe 5,000 unique accounts. So if there's some big Twitch purge of alt and bot accounts, man, we're cooked. Matt Martin's left side needs some attention. Would really love a J piece here. That's the quick tap, and his board is, oh no, and he's gonna hang that L piece on the left. That is gonna be a top out without a Tetris for Matt Martin. And that is a victory in 3 games for Pixel Andy, and that one has got a sting. You can see Matt Martin crawling into the fetal position, and that was a very big ouchie game for Matt. Frustration there, booting the chair, destroying the room. Matt is utterly destroying the room. Oh, he feels bad about hurting his plushie. There you go. So Pixel Andy is your winner. GG's to both of you players, but it's going to be Pixel Andy. Look at that. Look at this winner right there. What a winner. Wow. There you go. You got to pose for your winner scene there. All right, you did it. Congratulations. That was a match. And that's it. These are the masters, believe it or not, of DAS. Let me just go ahead and report this match. That was all sweeps today. All sweeps. And you know what? I'll take it. Let's take a look at the results for today. Semis. We have 3 of our semifinals. Let's refresh it. Yes. 3 of our semifinals have been decided. Now, we were scheduled to have the green bracket tomorrow. Unfortunately, one of the players is unable to compete, so we will be rescheduling that match. We were like speed running DAS Masters. I was so pleased, but the Tetris gods are not with us on DAS Masters, so I don't know when that will be. That will be rescheduled. But look at the 3 players that are in there. If we look at how it started, the DAS, you know, kind of main players that have played so far, Maestro, Scotto, out. And it was Fractal versus Miles. And Fractal, the, you know, CTM Masters champion, is in. Matt, Boxy, Blank, Das Mains, highly skilled players. Nope. Pixelandy, the roller, is in. Sofa, NGC Man, Das Mains, highly skilled players. Dog, pretty darn good, but no, it's going to be Nenu, the Tapper and CTM Masters event winner, who is in. So the Das players, the Das Mains, are dropping like flies. Fractal and Andy is going to be super hyped. This is going to be... Andy says, me versus Fractal is about to be the fastest DAS battle you've ever seen. Consistently 13 hertz and above. Oh boy, can't wait. So we've got 1 bracket left. That's going to be the green bracket. I don't know what's going to be, but it's going to be Giovanni versus Meme, Tagamek versus Sidnav. Now here, we have no CTM Masters event winners, but we do have 1, like, well, I guess Sidnav and Meme. I don't know if everything goes as it's been going. It seems just like the overall highest ranked and most accomplished player, regardless of playstyle, seems to be the person who's advancing. Well, that's not true because Nenu versus Dog, but you know, if Nenu had picked up rolling, who knows how Nenu. But anyway, it seems like Sidnev would be the pick here. We could get super surprised. I don't know. Giovanni cracked, Meme cracked, Tagamek cracked. They're all cracked. Don't know. We need somebody to represent the DAS mains though, for sure. That's what we need. Geo consistency, very insane. Well, anyway, that is going to do it for our action today. Again, I will go to the Discord, ctm.gg/discord. And that will tell you when the event will be. And we've got CTM Masters event stuff scheduled as well. We still got to get some of those brackets scheduled. Those will be after Lone Star. And speaking of Lone Star, just one last plug for Lone Star this coming weekend. If you want to show up in person, go to the Palmer Event Center Classic Game Fest. The tournament costs nothing to get into, but the convention does cost something to get into. Information at classicgamefest.com, or if you just want to watch it online, you can do it. It'll be on Monthly Tetris, and I think Monthly Tetris 2, or maybe on, I don't know, depends on where we do it. So go ahead and go to that or watch that or whatever. And you can also catch me in Montreal in a month at the CTWC Montreal with Marts and K9 and myself, discord.gg/Tetris Canada. All right, go to discord.gg/CTM or ctm.gg/Discord. Both of them work. As long as you get GGs and Discords and CTM in there in some combination, it'll probably work. So get on over there and check out the events calendar. And thank you all so much for hanging out. Of course, also one last plug for our patrons who do so much to keep this channel running. Scott Ray, K9 watching Tetris, thank you very much. Corporal 381 shall be satisfied. Cat91J in the window, Tac Nyrus, and all of you folks in the Sticker Club, Double Sticker Club, community level, etc. If you want to help us out, go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Now, got to go ahead and find a raid target so we can raid someone and, you know, just feel good and happy about our wonderful community. Let's raid GeoWolf. All right, we're gonna raid GeoWolf. I don't know why, but I see a guy or someone. Seems to be closer to my age than to Pixelandy's age, so let's go. Let's see if this person even acknowledges the raid. Usually people don't. All right. Bye.